Hey friends, it's Tanatoes again, your friend Andrew, and I am back. It's been a little while. Last couple of weeks have been very busy. I had the Battle for Zendikar release 2 weeks ago, which was exceptionally busy, and then last week was the release of Rock Band. And I thought about doing some streaming for Rock Band, but then chose not to do it because I assumed I would get takedown notices all over the place because Rock Band, not really the best thing to stream. So much licensed music, it would have been problems. But today I'm going to actually play some Space Giraffe, getting back to Llamasoft, Jeff Minter, and all that sort of craziness. If you watched a couple of my earlier streams, you might have seen some Minter stuff. I did a little bit of experimentation with streaming from my phone, did some Llamasoft games there. This is Jeff's game for the Xbox 360. As I had mentioned in past streams, Jeff did the visualization on the Xbox 360 when you play music, based on his old light synth stuff that he's been doing forever on the Jaguar, on the Commodore 64, things like that. But he also did this, Space Giraffe. Space Giraffe, which is in no way a Tempest remake. Actually, it bears a lot of similarities to Tempest, with some notable exceptions, which I'll try and mention as I play through it. It's going to be fun. I haven't played this game in rather a longish while, so I'm looking forward to seeing what things look like once we actually get going. And I'm just going to do a main game, starting at level 1, see how far I can get. I have played a lot of this game in the past, but I have never actually gotten through level 100. About the highest that I get in a single playthrough is usually somewhere in the 60s. We'll see how far I get. I've got about an hour to go today. So we'll see how far I get in about an hour. There we go. Very 3D, spinning around. The claw here, very reminiscent of the old Tempest. One of the things you'll notice immediately is that there's a bar that slowly moves towards me as I'm not playing, or as I shoot things. And this is one of the major differences from original Tempest, is that I can bully stuff off the board like that. So if the bar that goes down the web is not on the top line, you get, and you get tagged by one of the things that's coming up the web. It'll grab you and pull you down to your death. But if the bar is, if you hit some stuff and the bar is down in the web somewhere like that, then when you hit them on the web, and you can move the bar also by grabbing power-ups. So I'll let all these guys get up here, and then I'm just going to push them all at once. Boom! Get some big points. And we'll rush like that. What I'm trying and failing to do, because I haven't played this in so long, is I'm trying to catch those power-ups after destroying everybody on the web, because that saves your power-ups for the next level. That's something that Jeff started with Tempest 2000 on the Jaguar. And it's just sort of carried through. But as I had mentioned, this is a far different game than Tempest. A lot of the same graphical touches. Push them all. But it's the fact that you can bully these guys like that sort of differentiates it from style. Okay, so now they've started shooting, so I'm going to start doing something new. There's another thing that you can do, like an arena shooter, you can use the right stick to bounce their shots back off the web. Yeah, I'm not doing well. And you get bonus points when you catch their shots after you leave. You success! A winner is you! But our giraffe is in another castle, land. I have to agree, I am not setting any high scores here. So what I was saying, now that they're actually shooting, like an arena shooter, I can aim my shots. So I can aim over to the right there, aim over to the left there, which means you don't have to be right on the web where the shots are coming at you. Grab this power up. A lot of people complained when this game first came out that it was too frenetic, that you really couldn't see what was going on. And you can see, I mean, obviously there's a lot going on the screen here. I'm sure in the feed itself here, because it's slowed down a little bit, you see more away shots. Oh, no! Oh! That was painful. I just died as I left the web. I haven't played this in so long. Trying to get some achievements. Not gonna get there this way. Not really. So yeah, there is an awful lot going on the screen, and you have to sort of learn the levels, learn the patterns. They are randomized, but you know what types of enemies are coming in. And let's see, there's a shot like that. There we go. Grab some power-ups. And you sort of have to camp. Just sit in the corner and run around and grab that, but I'll make sure there's no shots in the way before I do. I want to let some of these guys get up onto the curves. Pull them. It's really the key to getting a high score, is pulling as much as you can. It's a risk versus reward. Oh man, jump! Catch it. Original Tempest did not have jumps, but all Ninja Tempest type games have had jumps, where you can hit a key and jump up off the bridge. Way to avoid stuff when it starts getting really nasty. Stuff comes down on the grid and starts to destroy it. I miss this music. I miss this game. Jeff did do another Tempest. Well, there was Tempest 2000, which he did for the Jaguar. There was Tempest 3000. That he did for the Samsung Nuon DVD player, which was just a DVD player with some extra chips in that played games. I believe it was a little more powerful than the Jaguar, but it was still a very old type of architecture. And I never had any more, so I've never played that. I have not caught a single power-up on the way out. Maybe I should do something. Getting respect. So it was Tempest 2000, Tempest 3000. He did this. And he has done TXK, which is on the PlayStation Vita. It was actually the reason I got a PlayStation Vita. I'm interested in the PlayStation Vita, but I got one just for TXK, which is, it doesn't involve the bullying tactics of this, but like Jeff's other Tempest type games, it does involve jumping up off the web and catching power-ups like that. Oh, I got a life up. Okay. And here there's a lot of shots. It's hard to see them sometimes, which I think is why people were nonplussed by the game when it first came out. You need to be paying attention to the sound as well as to the visuals. They sort of sparkle like that, but there's a lot going on the screen, so it can be very tough. Ah, darn it. Power-ups. Shots. So if you look down into the web, you can see, if you can see through all of this chaos coming up towards me. Oops. You can see the stuff that's coming up from the vanishing point way off in the distance before it even gets to the web. So you can see the color of the enemies before they reach the web, which helps you to sort of plan where you want to be. There are some enemies later in the game that electrify lanes. There are enemies that are tanks full of little bow ties. They'll drop them all when you shoot them. There's enemies that spin the web, and enemies that have more shots, things like that. So yeah, bullying, as you can see just there, is the way to raise your multiplier. So right now my multiplier is 2. I'll wait for some guys to get up here. I'll pull them all, and my multiplier is 3. So obviously the key to getting a higher score, pull as much as you can like that. Still some stuff coming up the web at me. Start shooting this stuff again. This is definitely a level where you can do a lot of bullying and get some achievements. Up to 9 times. So not dying is the key now. This is how it's going to be. It can be very strange for somebody who's used to playing just regular Tempest. On regular Tempest, you do not let anything reach the lip of the web. And in this particular version, and only this particular version, it's actually, ooh, bonus round, because I bulled so much. Bonus rounds are usually quite relaxing. You can see the little arms of the claw here reach out, and they have a little bit of momentum. The goal on this one is to get as many flowers as you can. There's 4 streams of flowers at the start, but if you don't catch enough in a stream, it stops coming. I still got 4. Yeah, I still got 4. There's no risk of dying in a bonus round like this, but there's, you know, points to be had. In the other bonus round that is in this game, which is a follow the path sort of bonus round, if you get all the way through it, you can skip ahead some levels, but it's not really my play usually. You can skip some levels, sure, but the bonus that you get for skipping the levels is rarely equal to the amount of points that you would get for playing the levels through. So I prefer to actually avoid the very end of the bonus level, not skip ahead. I got 2, 1, okay. Nice. Anyway, where's I with the history of Tempest? TXK. Oh, now I've got flowers, and they leave spikes. So Jeff has talked a lot about the flowers shoot out shots like that. Really nasty. So you have to avoid both the shot when the flower gets to the top and the spike itself, although that didn't leave a spike on the board. It must be early level flowers that leave spikes. After this level, if you spike, or leave a spike on the board, there's the risk of hitting out level, which is something, of course, all the way back from original Tempest before Jeff ever even worked with it. Oh no! I died again. Oh, not setting any high scores. You can see what I said about sort of camping. Well, I should be aiming my shots. That's what I should be doing. As I get into an old Tempest mode, I forget to actually use the right-hand stick. Alright, now, this is the last one. Yes, I'm gonna get it. Yes! Finally. Ah. What level is this? Like level 10, and that's the first time that I've caught a power-up on the way out. Oh. It's obviously been a while since I've done this. So what's next for Tempest? Well, TXK was going to be ported to the PlayStation 4. Jeff actually, I think it's pretty much done porting it. Go away, flower. But then, the litigious last remnants of what used to be Atari, or whatever company bought the Atari name, sued Lamasoft to prevent the release of any further Tempest-style games from Jeff. Basically saying that it was Tempest that Jeff was writing, not a Tempest-like game. Sort of imagine if Nintendo was able to, back in the day, claim that Mario was the only side-scroller. And anybody who made a side-scroller was making a Mario game and therefore infringing on Nintendo's copyrights. Well, there would have been a lot fewer side-scrollers. And Nintendo would have gotten a lot of lawsuits done at the beginning, and then people would have stopped trying to make side-scrollers for Mario games or whatever. And that's effectively what's going on with Atari and Tempest. Nobody makes Tempest-type games with a web and a claw that goes around the edge of it and things that come up out of the web, because Atari has successfully claimed in court or successfully filed cease and desist letters saying that any game that has those mechanics, a web, shots that go down it, things that come up it, is effectively Tempest and therefore is infringing on their copyright. Never mind the fact that these are not the people who, nobody who wrote Tempest still works in Atari. This is some company that bought the Atari name from Activision. And now they're just patent trolls. They're just making money by claiming that other people are making games using their copyrights. And I don't know, you could argue there is a lot of similarity, not between this game and Classic Tempest, because like I said, this is a completely different game. That really did not go well. Oh, did you hear that little ding? And did you see that the flower there flashed white? Watch those two green spikes on the left-hand top of the side screen. When they go ding like that and they flash white, that's when they're shooting out their flower off the web. It can even hit you after you've jumped if you're not paying attention. There it goes. Flying off the web into the distance, into the foreground. It's the web. Is there a power up? No power up. Anyhow, so TXK, I'm pretty sure at this point, is not going to come out for the PlayStation 4, which is sad times, because I would have loved to have played it on a big screen TV. I'll play it on my little itty-bitty PlayStation Vita. Maybe I'll find a way to capture the video from the Vita, and oh man, this is hard times here. I don't know if you saw what was going on there, but the line on the web that shows that it's safe to roll was not moving up the web very quickly when I was shooting folks. And these flowers move very rapidly. So you have to avoid the green spikes. You don't shoot fast enough to knock them off. There's one. This is what I was talking about, learning levels. This level, it behooves you to avoid trying to even shoot the flowers, because the flowers grow faster than normal. So you can't shoot them back down off the bottom of the web. You have to just let them grow, avoid the lanes that have them, and not get hit by the flower when it comes shooting off of the stalk. Things that you learn when you played a lot of Space Giraffe. I do love the trippy visuals. I know a lot of people didn't appreciate it. Now look at that. That stalk came all the way up off the web. That's a nasty thing to do there. So one of the things that Jeff does in his games is, and he's talked about this on his forums on Yak about game development. He has a spiked difficulty curve, or a sawtooth difficulty curve, which is to say the levels get progressively harder and harder and harder and harder and harder. And then you reach a plateau, and a new mechanic is introduced. So right now I've got these guys, I've got the shots coming up, there we go. I've got the flowers, and they progressively get hard, more enemies, faster enemies, a little more chaos. And then if you beat that level where it's the hardest it can possibly get, or not really, the hardest Jeff made it, then it will suddenly get super easy again. And this is a little tricky. I'm on the inside of this web. I'm outside this So that's the sawtooth. It gets harder and harder, and then it resets the difficulty way back down to introduce a new mechanic. Right, a new type of mechanic. I think I'm saying, oh, darn it. Zapper! Zapper! This is the sheepy zapper. I don't tend to use it. Usually, in this game, you're just dying. Let's face it. There's not a lot of... grab that. There we go. You get hit by shots, or you get hit by a flower, electrified, and red gets zapped. You don't tend to drop straight off. Or you don't tend to, what happened just back there where I died, where you actually get grabbed by something that pulls you off the web. You do have in this game a sheepy zapper, the super zapper, just renamed. And you can use the sheepy zapper to grab or to shock things. I'm just going to let these flowers grow. Not hit them. That sort of donkey bray there that you're hearing occasionally, that's me successfully shooting one of the flowers off, which these levels usually only happen to be right on top. It kills the flower. I think generally it's a better idea to do what I'm doing, just let the flowers grow. And you can see that they're coming right out the web if I try to hit them right there. I'd die. Ooh, grab it. Yeah. Got it. It's actually kind of a relaxing game for all the craziness that goes on. Hey, bonus round time. What's another flowers? I thought this would be a can see that now my space giraffe has a giraffe pattern to it. I thought this would be follow the path level. Maybe there aren't follow the path levels in Space Giraffe? Maybe it's only grab the flowers? Could be. Like I said, it's been a couple of years since I played this, but I thought there were follow the path levels that would let you skip ahead. I remember on Tempest 2000 having to basically memorize, because it wasn't random, the path. So I'd have to memorize the path. It would have a green path on a circle, and you'd use the same controls to spin around like this to stay on the green path. And after playing for a while, you'd learn when it was going to suddenly change direction. I don't believe it was random. So, yeah, sad times because we're not going to see TXK on the PlayStation 4 unless somebody buys the Tempest copyright from the people who are currently Atari and give it to Jeff, or unless somebody gives him a massive legal defense fund. I mean, he might be able to fight it in court. I think he tried, actually. He listed the things that were not like traditional Space game, or CXK. That! Dang! I thought I was getting shot, but I had already won the level. So I was just collecting the shot you collected at the end. Alright. And Jeff also developed TXK. When he was developing it for the PS4, he developed it as a virtual reality game, which is to say that you could play it with Project Morpheus, the PlayStation VR. There's a tank. You see that thing there? Every time I shot it, it was spitting off another So, yes, I have reached and beaten the Sawtooth, and I'm down into the easier levels again. Because they've introduced a new enemy. Now, you learn how to defeat that enemy, and then it slowly amps things up again until you get to a level where you lose all your lives. So you'll notice this tail that my giraffe has acquired picking up power-ups. You can see how there's 4 sort of tails coming off of me. That is your jump power. As you collect power-ups, you get jumps, and you can only jump as many times as you have tails. So as I play, I'll start out with 0 tails, can't jump at all. Which is why you want to grab. The power-ups on your way out of the level. Zap! I don't know what the zap is. power-ups are, you get faster shots, you get jumps. I've got one jump, now I've got 2 jump kills. Eventually you get an AI droid who flies around the bubble shooting down onto the web as well. And you get level ups, or 1-ups. What? Oh, so bad at this. Alright. So, yes. That is me grabbing the power-up on the way out of the web, which means the first power-up I grab on the next web will give me all the power-ups that I had already accumulated. So I'll have the jumps already. I'll have the faster shots already as soon as I grab the first power-up. And that is obviously the key, or one of the keys to beating this game. You have to learn the enemies, learn how they operate, but you also have to learn how to preserve your power-ups. Grab this power-up, there we go. Oh, I was going to blow those guys with there was a shot on the web. Got a 1-up and grabbed the power-up on the way out. That is how you're supposed to play this game. I've been doing that since the beginning. I have 4 lives. 9 lives. So yeah, the TXK VR that Jeff was developing, he demoed it, and I'm not in the UK, so I never got a chance to check it out. But he demoed it on the, I think he had a Project Morpheus. I'm pretty sure it was a Project Morpheus dev kit. But he also had the dev kit for, what's it called? The other VR. And from what I've heard, it was, TXK in 3D, but the real kicker, the thing that people really loved about it, was that you could pause the game. Everything would freeze with all the shots, the power-ups, everything that was coming at you frozen on the screen at the same time. And then you could move your head around and see the web from different angles and stick your face into the web, which sounds incredible. Apparently people were oftentimes so mesmerized by the pause, they paused the game instead of playing it just to experience the virtual reality of the web in their face. It sounds trippy, awesome, and it sounds very, very Lamasoft. So I'm sad that it's not going to eventually be reality. Some sort of legal miracle notwithstanding. There's pretty much no way you will ever get to experience that. Something like trade shows and demos and stuff like that. Not going to be a product. Very upsetting. But Jeff is working on other stuff. We also have a demo that he actually released that you can download. Version of Mino Rescue. You'll recall I played that on the phone if you were watching the stream back then, or if you want to look back at my YouTube history, you can see me playing that on the stream. Loosely based on Mino Rescue, where you aimed by looking around the screen, or you steered the ship by looking around. Oh, these guys. So now I've got these sort of disco balls coming out. Since I've gone through another socket, which is nice. The game never really got that difficult in that socket. I think these are the guys who, when they get up onto the web, actually can kill you even when you bullet. But I could be wrong. Yeah. Sort of shatter and shoot them here. Okay. Yeah, so this guy is up on the web. I'm gonna have to. Oh no! Yeah. I was trying to jump, but I didn't have the wrong button. I was gonna try and jump over and shoot. Let's try it again. There we go. That's how you're supposed to do that. Not dying is always a better way to play. So these guys you kind of have to shoot from the side. Unless they get up on the web, in which case you can. Or you could use the sheepy zapper and zap the bastards. No problem. So yeah, you can shoot them from the side using the right stick. Wait for them to get up onto the web and jump above them and shoot them that way. Or you can sheepy zap and kill everything that's on the web. If I could remember what button was the sheepy zap. Wrong button syndrome is always a problem when you haven't played in a long, long time. Some relaxing music. Alright. So what do we got coming up here? We got tank. We got some of these. I know those were all disco balls. I don't know what they're properly called. There's a wiki, I'm pretty certain, that gives names to all the enemies. But one of the things I don't tend to look up guides or wikis or hints, stuff like that online. Because I'm an old fogey, and I've been playing video games for so long, I remember when those things weren't necessary to win. Probably, I would win more games if I did. But it's not what I do. Oops. That power? Having enough power-ups here. See? Now it's a relatively quiet moment. You can see all these shots on the web. They make that sort of telephone boop noise when you hit them. So when you hear that telephone boop, that's me hitting one of these shots off the web. I might get the Great Green Auto Seizure achievement on this level. There's an achievement for having a certain number of shots juggled. And when you sneeze when you catch them. No, I didn't get the Great Green Auto Seizure achievement, which is a Hitchhiker's Guide reference for making your guy sneeze a certain number of times. Alright. Level 24. 6 lives. And we're not doing very well at catching out, so I'm not getting a huge score or getting a huge number of lives that I'd like to have. There's a lot going on here, which is why I'm sort of camping in one place and shooting most of all of these shots. You see all those shots there, the multicolored things that are these disco bally guys. Okay. Died again. Flower spitting off the web. Sometimes it's wiser just to stay in one place, which can be very, very risky at later levels. At that level, it's wiser to spend a lot of your jump energy, spend time up off the lip of the web. that's when it becomes very much a risk versus reward. Do you want to stay on the web and get a higher score by bullying some guys like that? Or do you want to jump up off the web and get a view from higher up where you're safe, but you're using up some of your power-ups? You've always got your sheepy zapper, which how many times have I used it? I've used it twice in this entire playthrough. Maybe I should use it more. I'm pretty sure there's achievements for not jumping, but I don't know if there's an achievement for not using the sheepy zapper. Oh, eat electric death. All these items. Bullying. Push guys off the web. Look at all those shots. Look at the bones. This is when the game just comes into its own. You're in the zone, hitting every shot, just use the sheepy zapper for the sake of it, and immediately get hit by a bullet because of that. I don't know how good the quality of my stream is, whether you, the viewers, are able to actually see that's nice, all the stuff that's coming up off the web there. But there's a lot of cute little jokes that Jeff has. Flying up the web, all the words and stuff that come out. Obviously, I don't have time to read them. Maybe, if my feed is good enough, maybe you can actually see some of these cute little gags. I mentioned because there was the like a cup of tea thing last night. Oh, the sound of flowers blooming. Got that. Let's power up with him down. Yes. There's more flowers. Now, I'm still at 1 times. When you play the game too conservatively, you're not letting anything get up the web. Just can't get points. I'll get through this level, hopefully without dying. This is bad. But my multiplier is still... Oh no! That flower got me. My multiplier is still 1 times. The PC version of this, which is available on Steam, makes it a little more clear what's going on. It clears up some of the chaos here. And a lot of shots. Die! Everybody die! 2 times. Die, disco ball. Boodly boo. What was I talking about? The PC version has not quite so many trippy special effects. Changes some of the camera angles. It's not quite as... Oh man, my favorite level. I love this level. This is White Room. Rum Hill. I love this level because it is so completely bonkers. Look at that camera angle. Look at all the chaos. You can almost see what's going on. It's actually not a very hard level. see it's all bow ties so far. A few shots. A few shots on the way. But it's actually playable. It just looks so freaky. The way the camera is positioned and the way things pulse and just go back. Love this level. Love it. I don't know. Maybe I'm a sucker for punishment. Got it. Perfect. Ah, love that level. The PC version, when you're playing it, actually points to the bar that you need to watch to know when it's safe to bowl and when it's not. It says, you know, bowl when this is not on the edge of the lip, or something to that effect. I could grab it. I have it on Steam. So maybe I'll try streaming the PC version. My problem is I don't have a good controller in my PC, so I'd have to play using a keyboard, which is far from ideal. I got killed by a shot while I was trying to catch this. Ow. I guess if I never died, it would be a boring game. But I'd like to get further than level 50. Oh, nuts! Too loud. One left. Okay, I think this may be the end of my playthrough today, guys. I'm getting close to dead. Maybe I should be done. Oh well. Well, 4,822,000. Oh no. So this was a nifty update that Jeff did when he did this game. It shows you how you played today versus the average play and your best play. Pretty average today. You can see that my best play up there at 48 million, significantly better, or today is 48 million. 68 million was my best. Significantly better. I had fun. 48,230,147. I could have done a lot better, but it's been a few years, and I don't know, distracted by talking to you. But I hope you all enjoyed it, and have a wonderful time. Be excellent to each other, and I will see you the next time I stream.